So I'm recording this at 2:30 a.m. and I am a college student that has class early in the morning, and I am recording this on my horrible gaming laptop computer. And as a first video, I think I am wanting to talk about grieving a childhood pet. I had my first pet when I was almost 5 years old, and I got her in 2010. And she was a rescue. She was the only one that survived her litter. And my mom's friend brought her to us. And my mom raised her, kept her alive somehow. And we had her for a very long 14 years. And she was a tweener. So half Chihuahua, half Dachshund. And I have a photo of her right here. And she had a personality that I am scared I can never find in another dog. And I've been wanting a corgi for the longest time ever, and I almost got one, but it didn't happen. And since she's passed, there's that fear of getting another dog as well as that guilt. And like I said, I'm just scared that I'll never find a dog with her personality ever again. And I guess that's kind of what you want to do if you do ever get another dog when that kind of stuff has happened, is that you don't want the exact personality, but I do. And um, she passed away November 7th of 2024. And also my biggest fear, since I live on campus, my biggest fear every night, because my mind races whenever I lay my head on the pillow, is that she's getting so old, so slow, so bony. And what if I wake up to a call and she passes when I'm not there? And my biggest fear happened the morning of that November day. My mom calling and just said, "It's Belle." That was her name, my dog. And obviously I lost it. I cried for the entire day, looked horrible afterwards. Oh, I took a test that morning as well. I even wrote a note on my paper saying, like, hey, this might not be my best work. Had a family loss this morning. I didn't want to say it was my dog because, like, I want to know if they would have taken it seriously. I don't know. Never really had that happen to me before. Um, so that was a morning. Um, Cried the entire day. Um, we buried her in my aunt's backyard because she won't be moving anytime soon. Um, and it just felt unreal seeing her body. And we got her paw print. I did it. I did her paw print. It's just the entire process. What I'm getting at is something I just never could imagine happening in my life. I couldn't imagine a day where she wasn't here because she slept with me every single night. She loved to be lazy. She loved to sleep. Not because anything was wrong with her. She was just lazy. I'm lazy. Um, and I looked back at all my like Snapchat memories and everything because I took a lot of photos of her on there. And it's just another crazy thing is just seeing them go from their normal colors to the snowy faces. And you just kind of sit there and you're like, not only have I grown, but you have grown, but you've grown alongside me. And I guess that just hits me and anyone with a childhood pet really hard, seeing their white patches on their face and their body, and maybe they're not moving as fast as they used to anymore, and maybe they're not as reactive as they used to be, and they're just tired. They're more tired than usual. And it is a very hard, devastating thing to see. Um, she wasn't in any pain. It was just, she was old. 14 years is a long time for a little tweener. But again, never thought I'd not have her in my life. I genuinely thought in my head that my dog would live to the day I take my last breath. That's when she would take her last breath. And I find myself, thinking about her way too much on some days, and I just lose it. But trying to get through this grief, I feel like I've been ignoring it more than anything. Because again, I've been living out on campus at my college, so I haven't been home much. And plus, we've moved out of the house that she passed away in to a new place. So it's just been really hectic. So it's just, I don't know, maybe one day, or maybe never. Maybe never when I actually think about it. I'll never get over it. And I've experienced a lot of loss in my life, and I have come to terms with that's normal. You don't get over it. You don't get over grief. You don't get over loss. You just grow alongside it. And at the very beginning, I thought, this is just a dog. Am I overreacting? But I'm not. And anybody who has ever gone through or is going through the same thing as me, you're not overreacting. Animals, pets of any kind that are with you for any amount of time, you grow that connection and that bond and that love, unconditional love. It's not a waste of time. It's not fake. It's not serious. It's serious. Um, so I guess this is just me talking out my feelings late at night because I miss my childhood dog, and I have never made a video like this ever in my life. But I guess the last thing I'd say on this ramble that is not scripted whatsoever, or probably edited, is that it is okay to grieve no matter what you're grieving. And you'll never get over it. It'll never be okay, ever. You just grow alongside it, and time keeps going.